The last question I want to ask you is about the state of left media. The state of left media, and what do you think of independent left media, and how, as somebody who watches a lot of mainstream media, as most people know, and I watch a lot of independent media, I would have thought to see you on a lot of other places a lot more. So, for example, I'll say straight up, TYT, I would have thought that as a leftist, someone who's a progressive in that lane and a strong voice, and someone who was elected. So it's not even like you're a nobody. You are somebody who has a big voice. I thought I would see you there way more than what I actually see, what is actual reality. So let me give you the microphone as we close out the show.
Yeah, maybe that's why they don't want me on, because they know that we have a lot to say and that we have a very powerful analysis that will make sense to a lot of working people. And so just to clarify, I will go on TYT if they have me on. I have gone on Fox News, CNN, all kinds of media, because I know that when I go on there, I'm not speaking to the person who is interviewing me. I'm speaking to the hundreds of thousands and maybe even millions of people who are listening, many of whom will agree with what I'm saying. So when I go on Fox News, I think of the Teamster rank and file, the Teamster drivers who are driving their trucks, FedEx drivers who are driving their trucks and listening to radio as they're driving. And I know that some of the things that I say will resonate with them about the injustice that workers face, about the strong contracts that we want to fight for, and the need to go on strike in the union movement. And so in this context, the left media, as much as we have, and in fact we have too little of it, it plays a pivotal role. So the fact that you have this broadcast where we can have this conversation about the workers need to go on strike, what's happening with the question of rent control, all of this is so crucial, because the New York Times is not calling me for an interview on why the Democrats voted down rent control. They are not having me on talk about West Virginia teacher strike, or why the UPS, many of the UPS Teamsters are planning to vote no. So left media plays a very crucial role. And in fact, as I said, I have deep appreciation for shows like yours, RBN, many other shows. And I've been on many of your shows. But it's precisely because of all of that Worker Strike Back is launching, as I said, a new video broadcast called On Strike. And we're hoping to continue collaborating with you and others. And we need, and what we are going to bring through On Strike is some of the analysis that we have brought forward through our office, but we're hoping that will be the platform for us to have more in-depth discussions, including historical discussions, because historic discussions of history and analysis it's not an armchair thing. It's not an intellectual satisfaction kind of thing, just for the heck of it. It's because we want to learn lessons. We want to understand, if there was a general strike in Minneapolis and San Francisco, how did that happen? What did the workers do? Why is it that every time you see these massive strike actions, virtually every time there's socialist leadership there? So what socialism mean? Why was the Russian Revolution the most progressive event in 20th century human history? So all of those questions we want to discuss, and at the same time also provide analysis for the most pivotal daily events like the UPS contract, but also internationally.